Hi everybody, Brian here for quantlabs.net. Today I wanted to show you something very different. If you are interested in this sort of topic, you can always go to the quantlabs.net, get yourself some free trading books as well. If you are interested in learning about trading bots or algo trading in general, you can go over to the quantlabs.net/DVD and get yourself the DVD product to learn about MotiveWave and Python trading bots, which give you these results that I'm about to show you. All right, so number one is I wanted to show the intraday movers. This has just been generated in the last, I don't know, half hour or so. So it's 3:41, February 26th. So these are the movers right now, if I can find them. Right here, here we go. Okay, so what's been going on is Link USDT is on the move, as you can see by the number of buys here. BTC is on the move, as well as XTZ, as well as Ethereum USDT, all in, as I said, USDT. So that is the first time I've seen that in probably a full day, maybe 2 days. So that is on the move. But even still, if you have a crash that is very severe, where it's nothing but selling pressure and few buyers, I came across another discovery that I've been playing with, looking at the BTC markets in Binance. So for what I'm referring to, so if you go to my blog here, look for an article called Lowest Risk Lucrative Binance Markets in this Cryptocurrency Crash. If you download this little guy here, I'll move for 1 hour. What you'll clearly see is I'll load that up in my Excel. Now again, that was generated, maybe I can show you all the times that these files are generated. This one here was generated at 14:22. So what I'm going to show you here is all these spreadsheets I'm showing you are in hourly. So these are all of the available pairs, over 700 plus in Binance. So I wanted to show you where the opportunity lies in which market. One other thing that's really important to understand is, even though I do say it's better to trade in the USDT market or the fiat market, there's something that you need to consider depending upon your account size and your risk that you're willing to put on, especially when you're developing new trading strategies and bots. So here you just come under this Binance support articles found in that article I just mentioned. Come under here, and then that will take you to this trading rule. This is really, really important to understand. This will show you the minimum requirements needed to trade in Binance. So if you are just designing a baby bot, as I like to call them, something fairly new, I want to show you something that's really important to understand. You need to figure out what market you want to be in. So when you look at, let's say, the BTC markets on Binance, you have here, these are the requirements: minimum order size to make a trade happen. So it's 0.0001 in Bitcoin. So if I do that in, let's say, US dollar, what you'll notice here at the current rate of Bitcoin, where it's been knocked down pretty hard, it's 88 cents for that trade risk. If you were to go into, let's say, Ethereum, what you could look for is 0.01 Ethereum and do the same thing and figure out the minimum amount that you need in US dollars to make that trade happen. You'll see here it's 229. So right now, to make the trades, you're best to test trade everything in the BTC markets. Also, when you look at the fiat markets as well, on the trading rules, not sure what's going on. I do know that it is 10 US dollars. I can also do a search here as well. So if I do Binance minimum order size for US dollar tether, see if this will load up. Okay. So this is all fairly new. I think it's $10. Let's see here. Yeah, it might be 10 US dollar. Well, let's just assume it is. So leave it at that. But the lowest right now is easily Bitcoin for now. So when you look at that spreadsheet I mentioned here, all movers, here they are. Okay, a couple of things you definitely want to pay attention to is the volume. So in Bitcoin, this would be 652,000 Bitcoin over an hour of trading. And this is the rate of change again. So you can see here, a few of these are very low, 76,000, 9% movers. So this includes everything, as I said. So you have here this band, algo, TUSD, USD, BNB, USDT, and quite a bit here. So the question is, to get the best performance at minimum risk, you want to test your trades when it comes to building bots in BTC because it's very low, less than $1, as I said, right now for USD. So in terms of performance, when you look through the whole list here, most of them will be probably in BTC with the lowest risk. And they're going to also include some of the coins that you've never heard of, like this Band BTC or Koti BTC. So one of the ways to filter out if some of these trades are really bad is probably, in this case, what I do, or I've tested, is to only include in your list when you generate your scripts, to only include coins that are at least maybe 700,000, and from there, if I could show you that list, that'll reduce your, well, you still get quite a bit of performers and decent performers, like here, this STX, AION, LTO, OGN, Beatbox, PHX, and they've got really good volume still, and they're still moving quite a bit. So these are some of the, what you can call penny stock of the BTC markets. And I think they're moving positively because, again, Bitcoin's moving up, as well as I just showed you at the beginning of the video. So even if you have a really depressed market where nothing is moving at all, or there's not enough demand in terms of buyers in the futures, Binance futures market, what I've discovered is you still will have a market to play with among these little, call them penny stock movers, as long as you have the solid volume there to back it up. Because as I said, I have discovered that a lot of the ones that will quickly move against you if you have a long bias is if the volume's not high. So you probably want to look for anything that's at least 750,000, and you should be okay. And you know, and it greatly reduces probably your better performance as well. It filters out to the better performers. So if I look at some of these just as an experiment here, just to show you what I mean here. So if I was to do a Google search on these, so if I did Dent BTC Binance, so as it takes some time to load up, you will be able to confirm, because you see here I have a 15-minute chart. You can see here there are periods of that price moving up, but just lately it's dropped off. But generally, and that's a 33% move according to this. So if I was to look at, let's say, the first few, so STX, So again, these are now 15-minute movers. So you can see here, this has moved quite nicely. And then this AION. So they actually may outperform some of the other ones that I've already listed. So AION, let's pull that up. So again, these are 15-minute, so I'll do two more. And and then those are 6% movers according to this, so that's pretty good. So this is an interesting strategy to show you as another form of backup that there are movers out there. So let me just pull that guy up, LTO. I'll do one more, which is OGM. And these are ones that you would never hear of, but they are performing. Look at that. Beautiful moves here. These are 15-minute charts in a really bad market. OGM. Okay. So origin token or something like that. But you see, they still have volume and they're performing really nice. And again, it comes back to the timing of your trades. So again, from 2,600 to 3,200, those are really good moves considering, as I said, where the market's at right now. So if I was to look at the movers of let's say some of the big ones like BTC against USDT, let's do that. The question is, the little ones out. That's a 15-minute performance. It sucks, right? As compared to the other ones I just showed you. So do the other one, ETC, Ethereum, and then there was a link as well. But this is how fast these coins move as well. Okay, we'll do one more test on the link. As I showed here, these are the ones in the last little while that had some performance. These three here, because the performance, actually I'll do XTZ as well. So you can see here, 15-minute move, it had some slight moves up, but nowhere as good as what I just showed you in the little ones. So even in Link, USDT, Binance, and I'll do XTC as well, Tezos. So this is an interesting strategy to go bot around. And as I said, you will get consistent outperformance even if the crypto markets crash as well. And there are a lot of them moving as well. So this one's doing okay in the last little bit, but it's starting to drop off again. And we'll do one more test to show you that. Okay, that's it. And that's the last one I'll show you. So it's quite an interesting, I don't call it discovery or whatever, but definitely these little ones will give you better performance. And they do have pretty good volume. So this one did do well, as you can see here. So I don't know what more to tell you there, but hopefully they'll help you out. And we shall talk to you later. Thanks for watching.